What you doing, Dino? Huh? You got a toy? Yeah, you have a toy? I think the camera's going to do some weird stuff there. Where's your toy? Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. Let's try to get the camera back more or less where it's supposed to be. Oh, that doesn't seem good. Is that not on there well? Hold on. Technical difficulties. In theory, we're mostly okay again. All right, we're gonna be back with another MechWarrior 5 series. It's been a little bit of a break. We played a few other games and I've been super busy at work. My monthly time card, I doubled my normal hours with substitute teaching. Hello, Dino, where did you put it? And as of today, we're doing a little dog sitting too. We've got Dino running around here with us. I have modded this series quite a lot. Let me start by showing you what we have, and then I'll show you what I did, and then we'll get into kind of the overall setup of it. So somewhere in here, here we go. So this is the list of mods that are loaded in the game right now. We're going to start here with the MechWarrior 5 compatibility pack, community asset bundle, the mech bundle. Then we're going to go into all of the yet another mech lab stuff. We've got obviously YAML itself, weapon quirk, yet another weapon, mech lab mechs, special variant, equipment collection, lore-based mech lab variants, YAML. I do have Coyotes loaded this time. We are now running the new Tabletop Rules AI Mod 2, as well as Lancemate orders. Expanded HUD, Mid-Journey logos, that's a logo pack, unit pack that I've done. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Mod options, obviously we need that. Mech delivery, so we can buy stuff. Cartoon pilot, that's another mod I'm slowly working on. We can talk about it as well. Yet another clan invasion, which is ultimately the end goal of this, is to showcase the clan invasion mod. That's where we're headed with this. And pilot potential. Any mechs that we pick up along the way should have max potential as far as kind of storyline mechs that we pick up. What is... Oh, still got more stuff. Change company name, so we can change stuff if we wanted to. I don't think we probably need it. Where did you put your toy, Dino? Expanded markets, better mission choices, which just updated today. I just updated it just before recording this, actually. Yeti's jump ship animation, star map mouse over, armor repair times knocked down to 1 day, lore repairs, better lighting, minimal fog, and roam start, which is another mod I'm working on. Notable misses. Pilot overhaul is not running right now because I've done some stuff with my start that I want to play with. I know, excuse the squeaking. I got rid of the really obnoxious squeaking toys, but he keeps managing to find more. I don't know if you guys can see down the hallway as he goes chasing off after that or not. Maybe. Anyway, that's everything there. So, mods we've done. Let us start with, you think? Might have to just close the door. Let's go ahead and we are going to back up here a little bit. Let's talk about the pilot one that I'm looking at first. So I'm slowly working on a more cartoony looking mod for pilots. I'm most of the way through the enemies. I haven't started on allies or DLCs or anything yet. So these are just some of the generic enemy, male, female, and generic or gender neutral, however you want to look at it. I've got a few of these done for the various factions. I know. He just trusts you're going to throw it. He's gone before you say anything. So you get an idea of what some of these look like. Some of them are more comedic, which is why they're in there. We got some ones with giant helmets, which I think is hilarious. So anyway, so that's in there. It's not done yet. I'll be working on it as we go, so you'll see more and more of that as we play. The next one is, if I can remember where I put it, Unreal Military? This has most of them in it. We'll see them as we get into the game. I've done a few more mods, few more logos within the deal here. and we'll see those as we jump into it. So those are there. Finally, the next one, or the last one, is going to be the Rome Start one that I did. Now, I've done quite a lot in this one. It does, if I figure out where I need to go next, cutouts. Help if I actually clicked all the way. First of all, I have custom artwork, portrait profiles for all of the actual channel members at the moment. We have 8 channel members plus myself at the moment. We lost Ryan, but we gained Charles. So we'll go with that for now. Made us a nice even number. Same thing we've been doing. We've got me in there. I did these again on Midjourney primarily. These are the 2 helmets that I made a while on Midjourney that I used as kind of the background. One more time, and then we're closing the door. Anyway, that I used as backwards inspiration. You can give it a prompt, and then you can give it an item to draw inspiration from. And this just happens to be. I wanted some consistency in the helmets. We didn't get a huge amount, but we did that. So this is everybody's custom pilot for this one. So we can close that. We can close that. Now, what do? We created a custom start within the game. I tried to make my just flat out complete custom one, and I couldn't get it to work yet. I'm not quite sure why, but I've modified one of the existing starts. I've modified the Steiner start for reasons which will become obvious in a little bit. You can see that we've got all the mechs that I want to have in there. I have all of the pilots. I thought. This is the one we're not using, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. The one I want is here, I think. That was the one I tried to do full custom, and I couldn't get it to work. So this is our this is our modified Steiner start. Once again, we've got all the mechs I want. We've got all the pilots. You see everybody's listed here. So we've got that going on. We'll talk about the rest of it here in a second. So not only have we done this, but we have also, I have changed the formation to be an actual kind of staggered diamond. So obviously we're going to be in the front, and then number 2 will be back to our right just a little bit rather than in front and to the left. They're going to slide back behind us, back a little bit more, and on the left of us will be 3, and then 4 will be directly behind us. So it'll be a lopsided diamond, right? Instead of this, it'll be something like that a little bit more. And we'll talk about why I did it or what I want to get out of that in a little bit. Anything else? Yeah, I also, where would it be? Is it in here or is it under? Here we go. I've also created 4 custom AI scripts. So where's the headshot one? So this is the script. They're all pretty much identical. We are going to pile in a little bit more than a green pilot would. I think this is comparable to a veteran pilot, which means we focus fire or not. We're kind of a moderate level for that. And then lethality is how likely we are to go after a critical or non-critical component. And for us, it's a coin toss. Now, the rest of it, what percentages we go after stuff, and how much are we willing to overheat? We're pretty willing to overheat compared to most of the other AI behaviors in the game. So that's what these 2 do. So for instance, these go down to like a 0 and 10. So we're gonna overheat on occasion. It's just gonna be. I've got the veteran AI accuracy for distance curve. I've got the default movement accuracy, and I've got the default evasion modifier at the moment. That's what we've got. Now we might change these as I learn more about what I'm doing, but for the moment, I just kind of went middle of the road for these, and we'll see how that goes. Targeting. Normally this is like a 2 or a 3. I left the numbers as they had them and just modified what I want. So each of these has an increased chance to choose to target the head, the legs, the CT. Also, just read that as torso. Left torso, center torso, right torso, or the arms. These all I just doubled the chance that they will target those items. And we went, I think, from 2 to 10 on head because I wanted headshots to happen. So that's how I've done that. To decide who got each of those, I just rolled a d4. Each of our pilots randomly was selected to have one of those. Alternatively, I also gave all of our pilots a potential of 10 in all of their stats, but I rolled 2d6. The first d6 told me which stat got bumped to a 15. The second d6 told me which stat got knocked down to a 5. So each of our pilots is going to be really good at something and kind of meh at something potentially. We're starting with 0 experience, wide at the beginning, except for the commander, who is still starting at level 2 for shielding, I think. That's why he's the commander, because he's better than everybody else. It was just the way it was. I didn't modify it. So that's what came up when we did it. So that's the mod. Let me go ahead and I think I've done everything. Let's kick out of this and we'll get into the game. All right, I think we got it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So we got a single player game, obviously. We are going to go ahead and we're going to select a new career. We're going to come over here to our custom start and we will select. So you can see the year is 3045. The scions of Steiner royalty are looking to prove themselves in the crucible of combat. Unfortunately for this ambitious group, they completely lack all of the necessary skills. Even in Steiner space, where money often trumps all, they are too bad to purchase their way into the formal Steiner or Fedcom military. And I misspelled Fedcom, oh well. They decide they will instead start their own mercenary corps. The Rome Rangers are born out of this juxtaposition of money and incompetence, which I think you all will agree works perfectly for my playthroughs. So 3045, we're going to start here. We're going to confirm. We're going to pick a new career. We're going to skip through the video and we'll load up and get what we're going for here, I hope. Maybe, unless we don't. All right, we'll go ahead and continue. We're going to be the Rome Rangers. Kind of like the Lone Ranger, but you know, different. We could go with the Rome logo, but I've created some new logos. So, I happen to have, somewhere in here, some extra ones that we created. So these are all new ones I created. Use Midjourney for all of these. We'll go ahead and look at them, except this one, which I just made more of a rondel look. Instead of a thin border, we brought the brown in. I kind of like it better, to be honest. We've got a few of these. This is the one kind of I was thinking of, right, initially when I was planning this after I'd made it, because, you know, we are going to be more Germanic themed. We're coming out of Steiner space. This one seems very kind of Germanic, Imperial Eagle kind of look to me. But I like a lot of these, if I'm honest. I mean, I don't know what this one is supposed to be. I mean, I guess it's a tower with a star at the top and a wreath. It's pretty cool. This one's a rocket, but it looks more like a, you know, a penis with wings, I guess, right? I did write Volare on there, right? Which in theory in Roman means to fly. So we'll see. This might be my favorite one of the bunch. I do have a little bit of cleanup to do on the edge, I think, but otherwise I think it looks really cool. And it's like a sword, but also like a guided missile kind of thing. And I think that's it. So I think what we're gonna do is, originally when I did these, I did this one. I was looking to recreate, I was thinking we might go ECM, and I was looking to recreate kind of the old Crows logo, but different, which were military ECM guys. I don't know if this is a bear or a lion, but this one turned out pretty darn cool too. Oh, it's so hard. I've had all this time I think I'm going with this one. I still like this one. I'm gonna go with that one, the Rome Rangers. Now, I have a few changes I wanna make. We're just gonna use the regular salvage. We're gonna go to 75 assembly proficiency. So when we do salvage a mech, this determines how damaged it is. We suck, but we have money, so we can hire good techs. So we've hired good techs. I'm not gonna change any of the rest of this. We'll leave all of this stuff alone. Difficulty, I don't think there's anything else. I've been thinking strongly about running with just one tier of weapon, just to clean things up. I've never done it before. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea going against clan. You know what, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna disable. Everything's gonna be a tier 1 weapon. We'll leave the markets as they are. No cheats, but we are going to keep the loadout in cold storage. I think that's all I want to change on this screen. I think we're fine with that. First run detected. So, our pilots, like I said, and we can go take a look at them here. Here I am. And you can see I have a 2 in shielding. That makes me better than everybody else. We'll start here with Major Charles Baker. They're all majors because they're all rich, so they all wanted to have a high rank. So they're all majors. You can see they all have a 1 through 10. In this case, Charles got a 15, got a number 1, so he got 15 on ballistic, and his second roll was number 3, so he has a 5 in missiles. Crash Bandit is a 5 in missiles as well, but a 15 in shielding, so maybe a tank for us. Aaron has a 15 in energy and a 5 in heat management. That's not a bad combination at all, especially a willingness to overheat. I am sure we will see that come through. Now, which of these is going to aim for heads, legs, torsos? We'll figure it out, because I honestly don't remember. I did it all again. I just rolled a d4 for each of them and stuck it in. But you can't see it in here. Let's see. Krookie, 15 on shielding, another tank for us, but 5 on heat management again. Major Magnetic Monkey, 15 on heat management, there we go, but a 5 in energy. So the one guy that can handle the heat isn't good with lasers. This is the way it should be. This was all random, but it all works. We've got Major Oliver Schmelter here, 5 on shielding, but 15 on missiles. I think he's going to be one of our missile boat characters, but we'll see how that goes. Major Rausch here, 15 on shielding, again, another good tank, 5 on heat management. Again, an overwhelming, a much higher chance that we're going to willingly overheat, because that's how I play, but also a negative in their heat management skills. This isn't going to go wrong at all, I promise. We do have one more 15 in overheating, though, in heat management, and that happens to be Major Slingo, who I missed a space in there. I might have to fix that before. That's annoying. It's annoying. I might have to, I think I can still do it. I think we can save this, update the mod, come back in, and it should update. So we'll see. Otherwise, I'll use like the fake ID mod real quick and fix his name for him. Anyway, so 15 in heat management and a 5 in shielding. So those are our pilots. As far as mechs, we have money. And we are from Steiner, so we have started with 4 commandos and 4 hunchbacks. We happen to have 2 2Ds, so these are SRM4 or SRM6, and 2 1Ds. These are SRM6 large laser. We have 4 hunchbacks. In this case, we have 2 4Gs. This is the AC-20. I've got a 4P with the medium lasers, and we've got a 4J with the 2 LRM-10s. Now, I'm also going to color code each of these. We are going to play consistently. Slot 4 is going to be for missile or sniper. Slot 3 is going to be anti-aircraft, so our anti-vehicle character. And our other 2 are going to be our frontline characters, whether they be Striker, Brawler, Juggernaut, whatever they happen to be. We're not going to have personalized mechs, but I think we're going to try to run the same mechs. I've never tried that before. I don't know how far we'll go on that or if we will do that, but it means as people get swapped in and out, they get the same XP, so we'll see. Also, we are going to make one more requirement. Every mech we play has to have at least 1 hand. We're going to do the opposite of our no hands. These are get a little bit more light there. These are weird people that don't know anything about anything, right? They've got their stereotypes, their preformed ideas, and they just think mechs that look like people are better. So mechs without hands, it hurts their sensibilities, right? So every mech must have at least 1 hand in this. Now that's going to cut out some good stuff, right? No Warhammers, for instance, right? No Marauders. So Krookie's not going to be happy with me. I didn't think about that till just now. But that's what we're going to do. And you can see missile boat. I'm going to rechange this one to anti-air. These 2 are going to become brawlers rather than juggernauts. And we'll do it that way. And the same way here, we're going to go sniper. We're going to go anti-air. And then I think Striker works just fine for these. We'll leave those as they are. Now, how do I keep track of which one's which? Well, I'm glad you asked. We've got paint schemes. So I happen to have anti-air. We'll apply that. We'll take our achievement. We'll go to our Nutter upgrade. We'll go to Paint Mech. We don't know enough to upgrade mechs at this point or what to do, right? We're just taking what we bought. You know, they told us at the store these were the best ones. They're what we bought. There's our sniper. I'm sorry, that's a missile sniper. This guy needs to be anti-air. I did those backwards. And you need to be sniper. Backline will be sniper. You're green. You are going to be the, I think it's blue is what color I chose for that. Frontline. Because it's Steiner, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? And this way we know kind of what mech goes in what slot. Whoops. Once again, that's not what I'm trying to do. And I am continuing to hear that squeaky. That dog is with me for the next almost 3 weeks. I have a feeling I'm going to be tired of squeaky toys by the end of that. So we've got those done. I'll do the same for the hunchbacks. We'll do it off screen, off camera. I don't know that I have anything else. Barracks, we have a little bit of setup to do with the HUD. I think I've got it set up the way I want. I'm playing with the new expanded HUD, which is pretty cool. Some of it's silly, some of it's annoying, some of it's very cool. But we'll get to that when we get into a mission. Can't think of too much else. Oh, we have money. We started with terrible stats, but I tripled the cash we start. Actually, I quadrupled the cash that the Steiner starts with. I tripled the cash that the new DLC 4 start had. We're going to start with a lot of money, 12 million. And every year, if I remember, I'm going to add another 3 to 4 million. Parents help and keep us afloat, making sure stuff's there. Money is not going to be the issue. We are going to be, money will not be a challenge in this. It's can we survive with low-level skills long enough to get to the clans, and have we improved enough at that point to survive the clans, right? That's our goal. This is not a cash one, right? If cash is an issue, we're just going to import some more. We're not gonna scum it too bad, right? We're not gonna be like, oh, there's an $83 million mech. Let me just transfer 83 million in. But you know what? 3, 4, 5 a year, that's fine with. That's what we'll go with. You know, the parents are still floating the bill here for us. So that's where we're gonna go. I can't think of anything else relevant to this. I didn't change any of the starting equipment. We have whatever they gave us, some large lasers, LRM, medium machine guns, some SRMs. It's not too bad. An AC-20 or two might have been nice. In fact, we might see if we can purchase an AC-20. Yeah, there are a couple here. Interesting, we got rid of the types, but they're still listed here as multiple different ones. Oh no, that's a Class B. Oh, different brand. Different brand, okay. So that's the Quick Cell, that's the Zeus. Oh, well, we need to at least pick up a couple of those, because we're probably going to lose a few as we go through. So, oh, and LRM-10s, that's what else we're going to need, right? Because that's what's on the, with 2 streams. There we go. That should cover that. I am also playing the special delivery, mech delivery mod, so if there is something that we would like to order, interestingly enough, I didn't realize we could order gear. You learn something every day. Well, I like that. Okay, good to know. I meant to use it to special order mechs, but if we can special order gear on occasion too, I'm okay with that. We have already spent, you know, 1.4 mil, but that's okay. So that's our goal here. Come back next time and we'll actually start to play. I don't have a name for this yet. I'll have to, I mean, I guess we just call it the Rome Rangers. Yeah, I think that'll work. And we'll see if we can survive with no skills. One more thing, I also think I'm going to try to play using a controller. Again, I suck with it. We've got no skills. But plenty of people play this on consoles, so it's got to be doable. I'm always bitching that I don't have enough easy-to-use buttons on the mouse. So, yeah, I mean, there's 4 targets, you know, there we go. There's 4 weapon groups, and I happen to have the little ones down here too that I could also use. Or I could potentially use those for steering. Now I think I'll use the sticks, and these do have Hall effect sticks on them, and I put the little extenders on them to make it a little bit more delicate. I'm hoping that's going to be enough for me to aim with, but that should be plenty, he says confidently. So anyway, we'll be back next time. I'm going to try to fix that name really quick so Slingo has the proper rank, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.